So first up is blossoming. It came in reverse, so I feel like perhaps there may be some hesitancy or some doubt about what's coming in for you. I feel like maybe perhaps there may be some attachment to the past, anything that was let go or released. But just know that once you make those releases and release them in your heart and understand that this is for your highest good, that this blossoming card the energy associated with it shall become upright for you all, okay? But yeah, it's all about, just trusting what's happening and knowing that this is all in divine timing. A couple of planets, this one wanted to pop. Self-love. Yeah. So Aries, take care of yourselves. Take some time to relax, recuperate. Be gentle with yourselves, okay? I know sometimes we can be some of our harshest critics, but don't get down on yourself. Like I said, April was a big month for literally spring cleaning our lives and our relationships, and there's many of us who had to make some releases with important people in our lives, and we may still be healing from that. But self-love, this is something that's coming through for you all, and I feel like this is more associated with healing your heart chakra, healing your hearts, okay? But the universe is gifting us. I'm trying to speak to let you know what's going on cosmically, and these cards are just jumping out. So let's get the themes out, and then I'll talk about what's going on cosmically. So wisdom came up, reversed, and then you had a bonus card, and this is boundaries. It came up upright. So I feel like right now is a time for you, given what we're seeing here with the blossoming reverse and the self-love reverse and the wisdom, this is a perfect time for you to start setting some healthy boundaries for yourselves and defining what that means for you. I feel like with all the changes that are taking place, I'm going to put these over here, that all the changes that are taking place in all of our lives, and this is true for the entire collective, every single sign in the zodiac is ending major karmic cycles and starting new ones right now. It's just what's happening. Planetarily speaking, Uranus just transitioned into Taurus and is going to be there for the next 7 years. And Uranus is a planet of transformation. So it's big energy. It's energy that is shifting for all of us. And with that, when we do have those shifts in energy, it impacts how we are relating and energetically connecting with our people in our lives. Pluto has just gone retrograde, and Saturn has also gone retrograde. And with those three planets, doing what they're doing, it's bringing in an energy of serious introspection, serious transformation. It's time for us to cleanse and purge situations or people that are no longer serving our highest good. And it's all happening right now in Taurus, which is a beautiful energy for this to be happening in, because Taurus is a very gentle, very nurturing, very feminine energy, and it's allowing us to heal as these relationships and situations transition out of our lives in order to allow for new situations and new people to come in, But yeah, I think the boundaries is an excellent card to think about and to sort of keep in mind, because perhaps what I'm sensing is that perhaps some of you may have released your power, or maybe you're giving your power away unknowingly and you're feeling like you're out of control, you're feeling like you're being stepped on, you're feeling like you're being used or, being taken advantage of. But if you're able to realign yourself and define what these boundaries mean for you, you're going to feel a lot better. Absolutely. You'll feel a lot better, and that self-love that came in for you, it's going to help you align with who you are and with what you're feeling, okay? So that's the themes for the middle of the month. So what I'm going to do for you all now is I'm going to use the Osho Zen Tarot deck, and I usually do a 5-card spread for those of you who are new. Followed, I'm going to use the Untamed Oracle deck. I haven't used these in a while, but I'm feeling called to use these today. This has a unique way of confirming what comes out in the tarot, and the messages are usually spot on, and it's stuff that we need to heal. I feel like right now this this mid-month report needs to be more of a healing message, you know, just to help cleanse and clarify what's happening and to help set ourselves up for what's coming in for us in the month of June. Okay, but I want to harness the healing energy and nurturing energy of Taurus to do that, to get us through the rest of the month. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Plus, I have several other decks that I'm going to be using as well. Wow, okay. Sorry. So right off the bat, Lovers reversed, isolation. Okay, interesting. So, like I was saying earlier in the theme, I do think that many of us are still trying to heal our heart chakras, and I think it's because we had to release people, and it looks like this is romantic relationships. Sometimes the lovers can also mean a very close relationship, like a best friend type situation, or maybe even a family member. God, sorry, these can't take all that. There was like 7 cards that splashed. The cards are definitely talking. So we have completion reversed, and the miser reversed. We just need one more. So yeah, your cycles are definitely ending, which is clear. Some of us may be on different timelines, but for the majority, we are in a process of completion and starting something new. It just sort of depends on where you are in that timeline and where you are in your progression. Okay. Just like to caveat that this is a general reading, and what comes out may or may not resonate with every single one of you. So just take what does and leave what does not, and that's okay. One card just popped. Again, the cards are really bouncy today. So possibilities, 2 of fire. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a general reading. So again, don't force any timelines that don't quite make sense. If it resonates with you, you'll know. Okay, and this is also for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs too. So check those out. I welcome all cross watchers. Thank you for finding my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my subscribers and my new viewers. I'm so glad you found this channel. You're being divinely guided here. Okay, so I'm hoping that what comes out for you today, or for any of you cross watchers, that there is messages of healing and inspiration, okay, that you can take with you to carry you through the rest of the month. Okay, so like I said, central to this reading is the Lovers card came in reversed, and I'm getting the sense that this was a major ending, that this was a long-term type situation. Again, the Lovers can also represent friendships or close kindred spirits or family members as well. But whatever is happening with this relationship, it was near and dear to your heart, and you're struggling with it because you do have the 3 of clouds. This is the isolation, and this is an image of a man who is frozen. He's literally frozen out his heart, frozen out his emotions, but there's a certain part of him that's trying to heal. He's trying to heal and to come to terms with what has happened, because I'm going to bring this closer. As you'll notice that his face is warming up and he is starting to shed tears, and they're rainbow colored tears. But the fact that he's able to shed these tears suggests that there is a warming within his heart chakra. And I do feel like Aries, there's a lot of a lot of healing work associated with your heart chakra that you all should be focusing on, okay? You have the miser, and this is the 4 of rainbows, 4 of pentacles, and this is clinging to the past. When this comes up, this is all about keeping your emotions tight, keeping your memories close. It's a miser, so it's this person who is literally hoarding everything that they can literally hang on to physically. Let me show this upright. It's an image of a woman who was once beautiful and who was once a very wealthy person, who's still decked out in her finery, because those are the items that she cherishes. In her hands, you'll see she's carrying an armload of items and antiques that she holds near and dear to her heart. But they're old and they're tarnished, and she's now an elderly person or an older person, and all of her finery is no longer in a state of newness. It's no longer in a state of, how can I put this? It's just aging, and she has remained stuck in this time period. Okay? And I feel like this came in reverse for you all. So there is an energy of unwillingness to move beyond this past, to allow this cycle to complete, because the next card that came up is completion, and it's reversed. And usually when this is reversed, this is a hesitation or an unwillingness to let that cycle close. And you're clinging to perhaps memories of what life was like with that person. Again, this could be romantic. This can also be a family member. This can also be, like a best friend situation. But there is still a lot of pain. There is still a lot of perhaps hurt and wounding from the closure of this relationship. Okay, I don't know what happened, and I don't know the conditions that triggered this separation. But in order for you all to move forward within your lives, you do have to let this completion occur and to let it occur naturally. This is a major arcana card. This is the 21 card. So in the regular Rider-Waite deck, this is the World card. And usually when World comes out, that is an indicator that your karmic cycle has ended and that you should have learned the karmic lessons associated with that cycle. Now, I'm not going to go into the big details of what it is that we're closing down, but we are all of us are ending karmic cycles. Okay, and it's just what's happening in the collective, and these are cycles that are, so these are big cycles, and a new major cycle is getting ready to start for us again. So check out the May videos. I know I talked about that in depth, and also check out your April videos, because there's a lot of discussion and description about the cycles and what's happening cosmically and astrologically. But yeah, try not to fight this. Try not to resist the completions that are taking place and the people that you're releasing, because this is in divine order. Remember, you're here for a reason. You have found this channel because you are working on yourselves. You're working on your ascension journey, and you're looking for ways to call in and manifest bigger hopes and dreams that you see destined for you. But in order to call in those manifestations, you have to create the space energetically, and you have to be able to energetically meet, those new goals that you're calling in. You can't do it from an energy of low vibration, because what you're calling in may require a higher level of energy from you. Something that's a little bit more exalted, something that's a little bit more pure and in line with your truth. And right now, if you're in denial of that, which I'm seeing here with a lot of the reversals, you're telling the universe this is what you want, but you're not ready to meet it energetically yet. So what does that mean? It means having full faith and trust that the universe certainly has your back, that everything that's happening is in divine timing and is in for your highest good and for the highest good of the person that you're releasing. Remember, we had 2 Libra full moons dating back to March to April. It was a lunar cycle that we were gifted with to allow us to really examine the people in our lives. And, the universe set up the conditions to make these releases, whether we liked it or not. It was going to happen. It's just how it goes. But on top of the reading, you have the possibilities card. This is the 2 of fire. It's reversed, so either you're blocking or you're just not ready to think about your future. That's kind of what I'm getting, just because you have the isolation card. This is a 3 of clouds. This is a sword energy, 3 of swords, which in the regular Rider-Waite deck, that's the card with the heart with the 3 swords in it, so brokenhearted. Here, you're not dealing with your emotions. They're frozen. So I feel like because of all the reversals that you're clinging to the past, you're brokenhearted over the relationship, and you're not allowing this completion to end, or at least you're not accepting it. I think that's the better word, is that there is a lack of acceptance or willingness to accept that this is all ending and that you have to allow it to end. And right now you're blocking your ability to see the future, to see what the future can bring in for you. I mean, you're blocking possibilities. You're not open. You're not open to the new possibilities that are trying to come in for you. But I'm going to show this card upright, because what it is, you have an eagle flying high above a valley, with a beautiful sun energy in the back. That's beautiful fire energy. And when fire comes in for us, that's all about inspiration, motivation, passion, and this isn't about love passion. This is about passion for your life, passion for what makes you excited and happy. It's the thing that's going to make you get up every day in your life and be like, you know what? I love my life. I am blessed and grateful for all these opportunities I have in it. I have a great career. I have a great circle of friends. I have a beautiful family. I have a loving relationship, so forth and so forth. Get excited, get inspired about these new possibilities that are trying to come in for you. Because Eagle is here to show you that there's so much more to your life than what's in front of you right now, than that heartache, because clearly this is a heartache. But I think if you are able to clear this and to come to acceptance and understanding, this will definitely come in upright, and you will be gifted with the sight of new possibilities for your next cycle. Because like I was trying to explain earlier, I don't know if I did it clearly just because of the way that the theme cards are coming in. May is about restructuring your new life. May is about setting up the foundation for the new cycle, because in April, all of our timelines were dismantled, all of our relationships, a lot of us made releases, a lot of opportunities were closing down, a lot of career changes were shifting. There was just a lot of shift and purging and detoxifying that was going on in April. It literally was spring cleaning our lives. So now we have this clean slate. So what do we do with it? Well, we get to figure out what is going to go on that clean slate. Okay? And in order to do that, you have to be open to allowing the new to come in, and being open to dreaming and creating and thinking about what you want this next phase to look like. This is a new cycle. So this cycle can last several years, okay? But May is the energy, the Taurus energy is what we need. May is a month for us to be doing this, to really be taking inspired action about laying the foundation, laying the groundwork. It's kind of, in my previous video, I released a weekly healing energy report for the dates of 8 through 15 May, so check that out as well. But I use an analogy where I talk about, we're creating this house, and the house can represent anything. It could represent a relationship. It can represent a new way of life. It could represent a new you. It could represent a new family structure. Anything that you want that to represent, it's that thing that you want. But the house analogy works because going all the way back to New Year, the supermoon in January, that's when we set the intentions to the universe. I want this house, this quote unquote house, whatever it represents to you. The universe is like, fine, I understand. I'm going to start setting up the conditions to bring in this house for you. February was all about aligning our energy to start getting ready to make those changes, to clear out and make space for that house to come in. March, we started to see, okay, how can I start coming in, calling this in? That we really got into our manifestation powers, getting clear of what we wanted that house to look like. April was all about, okay, let's clear the decks. You want this house? You don't have space for this house to come in. Let's clear it. And that could be, depending on what the house is, you're clearing relationships, you're clearing career paths. Maybe you're changing jobs. Maybe you're starting something new. Maybe you're showing up as a new version of yourself, and you had to allow yourself to transition and to shed old ways of being, old ways of thinking, and old storylines you used to tell yourself. So it was all about cleansing, purging, clearing. And now we're gifted with a clean slate. So for May, it's all about, okay, let's set that foundation for that house and let's start erecting the frame. Okay? So that's what's going on in May. And try not to resist that. It's going to be beautiful once you're able to align yourself with what you want. Bottom of the deck is playfulness. Absolutely. This is the Page of Fire. And I think this is the perfect card for all of you right now, Aries. It's fire energy. It's energy that's going to resonate with you. But I think keeping things light, keeping things fun, don't stress too much about the future. The future is going to take care of itself. Just play. Have fun with your friends. Go try a new fitness program, maybe something that requires movement, like a dance class. Get outside, be around animals. Animals have great healing energy. Our pets are wonderful for that. But yeah, playfulness will help you tap into your inner spirit. It will help you dream about those possibilities that right now are being blocked. Okay, perhaps you're just not ready for the possibilities yet, but this energy will get you there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to move my crystal. It's a little large.